after leaving the restaurant industry, I found a lot of joy cooking at home and creating at home. We went plant-based about 4 years ago, and we saw a need within our community that just wasn't being met. So we decided to take our chance, open a fully plant-based kitchen, and do it our way by supporting local artisans, growers, and farmers. My name is Jessica Radican. I am the chef and co-owner of Garden Party Plant-Based Kitchen here in Rockledge, Florida. I had been vegetarian pretty much since my early 20s. I tried being full vegan for a while, just never kind of like stuck. And we were moving towards it slowly. And then I just decided I'm going to give it a go. It was the beginning of a new year. And I said, I think I'm going to go full vegan. And my wonderful husband said, I'll go vegan with you.
Garden Party is a celebration of fruits, vegetables, plant-based food, and the people who make it. A lot of these people are preparing things in small batch, and they're doing it at the food costs of today's standards, and their margins are super thin, and they're still doing what they're doing for the love of the game, for the love of food, for the passion. We celebrate their efforts, and we want to party about it.
That's going with salad course with the flowering cilantro.
And these are desserts.
Yeah, the other thing that I want to get is, see these red flowers? That is pineapple sage. Watch out, the bees really like it though. Just eat random things out of the garden. These are going to be a part of our, I should have brought another one. They're part of our like flower sprinkles.
Oh, we're just going to put them in.
So I'm going to put them in with a bunch of stuff. Sorry, bees. How's the bunny?
It's right underneath us right now.
Aww.
He's in underneath this plant.
Under this guy?
Mhm.
All right. I should tell KJ that we found another baby. So when I approach a farm dinner, I'll talk specifically about the spring dinner. So what I did was, about a couple months out, once we have the date set, I start reaching out to all my farmers and growers, and I'll say, I have a dinner coming up. What do you think you'll be able to produce, like have on hand for me? And then I compile a huge list, and this is where the whiteboard comes in. And we write down every single vegetable, herb, mushroom, fruit, whatever we think we can get our hands on. And we also do a little research in Florida, like what is available. So if we have to drive somewhere and get it, we'll get it. And so I knew that peaches, blueberries, and blackberries were going to be in season. So I just went about like, how can I get my hands on these? Started reaching out to farmers. I have some farmers that I utilize all the time, reach out to them. And that's conceptually where it starts. And then I start grouping things together. So we'll start with the first dish, which was the carrot dish, which it took people a minute to figure out that it was a carrot, but it's a play on a cream horn, which is generally filled with like a sweet pastry cream. It's like a creme diplomat where you take a pastry cream, you whip cream into it. And I said, well, why can't we do it savory? The second dish was the peach soup, and that was actually inspired by leche de tigre, which is a type of ceviche marinade. And I wanted to take all of the flavors because they felt really intriguing to me, and figure out how I could highlight that. And I thought that peaches were a perfect vehicle for that to happen. And of course, we love your hot sauce. And so I thought that the bow and arrow would be a great companion to the ají amarillo to bring this cool soup and also warming to it. So it was kind of had a nice juxtaposition there where you were eating a full soup, but it was also still warming. Exciting, flavorful, and maybe something that people had never had in a peach dish before. The third dish was the salad dish, which I had so many gorgeous radishes that I really just wanted to do kind of a simple unsalad, not a lettuce salad, but this radish salad. So I had daikons, I had purple and white, we had breakfast radishes, we had cucumbers, celery, all of these wonderful crunchy vegetables just dressed really lightly with some Napa cabbage. And then to bring a little crunch, I made a peanut chipotle crunch on top to go with it. So I wanted it to be a little bit of a palate cleanser before we headed into the beet dish. One of the biggest challenges with these dinners is sometimes a farm will just have a bad crop or get bought out, or we get too much rain and it kind of inhibits the plant's growth, or maybe it's too hot. So we're really taking a chance, being like, I hope I can get these things. Got my hands on a bunch of beets and I said, what's the best way to honor these? And salt roasting is a way to kind of heighten a vegetable or fruit's flavors. I have a friend who just opened a coffee shop in Cocoa Village and they're roasting their own beans, and it's something that they've been super passionate about. And so I thought, well, why not coffee and salt roast them and bring some of those coffee flavors into the beet, which is earthy already, but just kind of like highlighting and maybe softening a little bit. And then once I had that idea, I started to build the plate around it. The whipped coconut lebne was something that I had found in a cookbook, and I was like, well, I can do that vegan. So I got a coconut yogurt, we strained it for a couple days, and then added some plant cream to it to help it whip and lighten. When you get the beets, you have all these gorgeous beet greens. So I didn't want to just waste those greens. So I decided to make a chimichurri with them. So when it comes all together, it kind of ended up being this very earth-centric spring dish in a very different way. Instead of it being bright and fresh, and you really sunk into all of those delicious earthy flavors that are beets.
I just want to say welcome to our spring market dinner. This is our second dinner of this year. We want to thank you for all joining us. It means so very much to us as we celebrate our first birthday. So this is our celebration. And honestly, we can't do it without the small businesses, farms, artisans, and makers that make up our community and help us shine. For our wonderful team at Rockledge Gardens, for all that they do for us to make this happen, and everyone who welcomes us with open arms. I get very emotional talking about this. So thank you all very much for joining us. I hope you have an amazing time. Our first course is going to be our carrot course. So we have a puff pastry that has Jacobson Salt Company. It's an everything bagel seasoning. And then we have a roasted carrot and allium creme diplomat inside with a little bit of carrot green. Bella's gonna step up and talk about our wine pairing for those of you that chose it. Enjoy. You'll see me again soon.
It's unreal to think about the farm dinners that we've done. And when I look back on the pictures, they went by like your wedding day, where it's just a blur. And when I look back on pictures and I see plates of things we've produced and showcasing local produce, being able to do 4 in a year is outstanding, and no one's doing it. And I'm kind of I think that our farm dinners are probably some of the biggest milestones. They feel like we're not just stepping in the right direction, that we're starting off with a bang.
Absolutely. I was a little scared, very excited, but I think anytime you're taking a big risk and putting your money on the table and not really sure what's going to come of it, especially with something as niche as a plant-based kitchen in Brevard County, there's a little bit of fear, but I think fear motivates you, right? It pushes you to do the thing that you know you need to do and just take a chance.
you guys enjoyed that video, smash that like button, and if you want to see more of our future content, please subscribe to our channel. See you guys next time.